taking another ride with TB2. We are on our way to LittleRock. We got an event going on today. It's the Masters of the Ring event going on down in LittleRock. It's this big event where they've got like 5 or 6 different wrestling promotions all getting together and doing a big networking event. They've got matches with cross promotions of people, normally wouldn't wrestle that are getting to wrestle and meeting some people that wouldn't normally on their circuit come across. It's going to be a great event. We got a little bit of backstage media access today, so we're going to check it out. I got TB2 superfan Billy with me. He's going to be riding with, doing a little bit of some camera work and probably some bodyguard system, making sure that Bird doesn't get hurt on this conquest to LittleRock. LittleRock's a wonderful, wonderful city. We'll talk a little bit more about it in a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and cue in that beautiful new intro music, and y'all stay tuned. Take another ride with TB2.
Come and take a ride with the TB2. We hitting the road and enjoying the view. We got the 1800 green, a rock star too. Traveling to wrestling shows and meeting the crew. This is a ride with TB2. And we bring it to you.
On the road, we had to stop, get a little gas. We gotta stop and get gas. We gotta refuel, and when we refuel the car, we've always gotta refuel our bodies. And I had to go ahead and refuel my body with a Fruit Punch Rockstar. I had to get one. It just keeps me going through the day. Today's gonna be a long day out in the heat. Probably should have gotten some water, but instead I chose the Fruit Punch Rockstar. Not a sponsor of TB2, but if they do give us a call, we will work out a deal. I promise. Heading down to LittleRock for a Masters of the Universe event. Had to stop by at Casey's, got some gas. Stopped by and got some lunch of the champions. It's not a 901 smash burger, but it is a Burger King burger. Well, I got a chicken sandwich. Billy over here got him a nice classic Whopper. We're still about 45 minutes from the event center, the fairgrounds of LittleRock, the state fairgrounds. Going to be a lot of companies down there, a lot of people that you've seen on the show before. Mike Anthony's going to be there. The Modern Day Monsters are going to be in the house. They're going to be on the show very, very soon. K Toomer is going to be in the house. Also, somebody's going to be there on the show very, very soon. But yeah, we're just traveling. It's about 2 hours from the crib to LittleRock. So nice little drive, not too bad. And the show starts at 1 p.m. So it's not a late night show. We're not having to get home about midnight or anything like most of these shows are. So I'm intrigued with that. I think it is an outdoor show. So I think it's going to be a little warm. I think it's supposed to be in the 90s. Probably going to ask some people whether they prefer performing outdoors in a day like today or performing in a building that has no AC. And we'll see what they have to say. Like I said, I think Billy's going to be on the camera today helping out with TB2. Billy, TB2 superfan. I think it's been a while since you've been to a live wrestling event. Can you remember the last time that you've been at a live wrestling event, Billy? How long has it been?
I don't remember the year, but I know Braun Strowman pulled the scaffolding down on top of Kane in Memphis.
Yeah, we were both at that show. It was a Raw show in Memphis. That was a great show. Boy, I don't even remember what year that was. See, if you can tell me the year, comment in here. It's a Raw show. Braun Strowman pulled down some scaffolding on Kane. was it's been a few years. It's been probably, I don't know, 8 years, 7 years, something like that ago. May have been closer to 10. I don't know. If you know the date, you know the event, put it in the comments. Billy, what are you expecting of this event? I kind of told you there's about 5 different promotions that are kind of doing some networking and working together at this show. Is there anything particular that you're expecting?
I'm expecting to see something crazy. I mean, these guys are all trying to make it, trying to do something, trying to stand out. And it's going to be so many people. There's going to be so many things to do. You know, there's, you know, so they're going to do their best to stand out.
Yep. Now, doing some camera work, we're kind of going down as media down to this event. So we're going to be doing some backstage, behind the scenes, maybe, you know, pulling the curtain, you know, seeing what's behind the curtain and some of the backstage stuff that happens at these events. Are you ready to see where the product is made? You ready to see where the sausage is made, how the sausage is made at an event like today?
Oh yeah, I'm always interested to know how these things actually work, who actually gets along with who. Is always my intrigue. You know, when you see people feud on TV, or you will always wonder if it's in real life. You know, and sometimes you want to know, sometimes you don't. You know, it's all about your preference. You know.
Yeah, the last Memphis show that I was at, when I was backstage talking to a couple people, I found out that there was a guy that was telling another wrestler that he wasn't taking a certain bump, and so the wrestler that wanted to take the bump ended up forcing him to take it, and also throwing in a couple stiff jabs to the stomach in the middle of that. So it was kind of interesting to see. It looked stiff when you watched it in the ring, but coming back and knowing like, no, yeah, that was stiff for a reason. It's interesting to me. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Try to get some words from some people on site, and maybe build some relationships. Kiss some hands. Shake some hands. Kiss some babies. Mr. Jefferson Davis and Billy Brandon got me in the shaking babies slogan, and now I can't unsay that. So that's wonderful. That's good. I hope I don't say that in front of somebody or actually attempt to shake a baby today. Hopefully we're just shaking hands, kissing some babies, and meeting some people. So it should be a good day. I don't know who's on the cards today. I don't know who's wrestling who. So I'm up for a good experience. We'll stay tuned and let y'all know how everything's going. We'll bring you back in once we get to the event center, and we'll go from there. So y'all stay tuned. Well, we are on location. Looks like the Hall of End, where we're going to be at, straight ahead up here. Only reason why I say that is because changing on the back of, I mean, you can even kind of see they're changing right there, getting ready for the show. So we're just about to head in. Show starts at 1. It is exactly 1 o'clock. It is a broiler out here. The good news is it's inside. So we're going to go in, check out the show, and like I said, shake some hands, kiss some babies, and have a good time. So stay tuned. We're here in Little Rock. They got a big Masters of the Ring event going on. We got the big Memphis champion, the Heritage champion, Mike Anthony in the building. Just got done big match against Avion Gray. Mike, well, how was your match, first of all?
Bro, it's like 97 degrees outside, and it's going to be 97 degrees for the next 2 months. We're done, cooked, well done, well cooked. Other than that, bro, professional wrestling is at an all-time high. I can't tell you how grateful I am for this business, my peers, and everything that this business has allowed me to accomplish in life. So, Avion Gray, I told you what this was. Teachable moments. I don't have anything against you. This isn't personal. But when it comes to this, business comes first. You will not, hell, not just you, anybody, nobody will take food off of my table as long as I am Memphis Heritage champion. And hell, as long as I'm champion anywhere else I go, nobody from anywhere will take food off of my table. But yeah, did I tell you it's hot as hell out here?
It's very warm. It's very warm out here. Big event down here in Little Rock, Masters of the Ring. There's about 5 or 6 different wrestling companies all coming together to network, to work together in the ring. What's it like to have an event like this where you can meet with different people and companies you don't normally work with on a regular basis?
Regardless of the company, regardless of the letters associated with what said company, it's all about camaraderie. It's all about coming together and putting professional wrestling on the map. Granted, we all don't work for the same company. However, at one point in time, we all shared the same locker room. And if we didn't share the same locker room, we all started from the bottom and scratched and clawed and grind our way to where we are now. So it's great, man. I got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time. I got to see a lot of people that I haven't been around, that I'm not around often. And so, dude, it's a great thing. Big shout out to K Toomer. You know what I'm saying? Toomer made this happen. And Toomer is a guy that, if you knew us starting off, me and Toomer borderline hated each other. But it's called teachable moments. It's called sitting down, having conversations like men. And then once we realized that our efforts were set for the same goals and our minds were for the same cause, everything came together. So again, big shout out to K Toomer. Big shout out to every company. Arkansas Professional Wrestling is where the fuck it's at.
Hell yeah. Mike, I'll let you go ahead and get to networking and talking to everybody. Enjoying your big win tonight. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man.
We'll see you again very soon.
Yes, sir.
TB2 down here at Little Rock. We're sitting here with Big K Toomer, King of Fat Jitsu. Man, what's it like having an event like this where, you know, a bunch of the companies can get together and work together? Some people that don't always work together on a normal basis here in Little Rock, something like this that you kind of help put together.
Man, I think it's dope because it's all right. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm one of those. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm one of those ones who keep it real. It's been folks that's been bullshitting about the wrestling business in the state for so long. And they always preach about, well, back in my day in the old territories and we did this, what I wanted to do was actually call people on their shit, have people stand on their word, and put together a territory-style situation to where you got these different companies under one roof looking at all the same talent and saying, hey, I want to bring you to this company to work an angle. Who do you think you can mesh up well with? That way you got workers making more money, get new opportunities, but you got companies scouting new talent that way they're not relying on the same people week after week after week for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was bring back that old school territory feel. Everybody talk about what Flair did back in the NWA days. Flair took a belt and he went around and worked the territory and took that title every fucking company that he could work somebody, put them over and made a new top guy in that company before he left out and went somewhere else. For me, that's the purpose behind all this shit. So
now you carried around that BFG, that big title that you've got, you know, having all comers, any promotion coming and challenging you.
Yeah. So think about what Lawler did with the AWA title. Think about what Taz ushered in with the FTW title. The BMF title is my version of both of those. Basically, it's like this. Once again, calling a spade and just being real about it. And maybe I'm breaking the fourth wall a little bit too much. These companies handpick who they want their champions to be. And then they turn around and have situations where you got people that's busting their ass that ain't gonna never get a chance to be looked at all. This BMF title is me saying, fuck all of that. I'm gonna usher in something that's for the streets, for the people, for the workers, for the people that want to get in and fight. But it's also me bringing back my version of what Smash Mouth Wrestling is. If anybody want to step up and challenge me for this title, all you got to do is say so. Whether it's in Memphis, whether I come to where you work, whether you come to a show that I'm working, it don't matter. You want to challenge me for this title, step your ass up, fight me for it, but more importantly, be seen. Now, spoiler, you getting your ass whooped.
That's a spoiler. You heard it here first, TB2.
But if you want to step up, if you want a chance to be seen on something different, because I'm not saying I'm the end all be all with none of this shit. None of us are. But some people get their heads up their ass because the buddy with the promoters. They actually spend money and invest in the company, so they're crowned champions. Me, fuck all that. Fuck all that. We finna fight for what we earn out here. And this BMF title that I'm carrying, that's what it stands for. BMF stands for one bad motherfucker. So if you're in possession of this title, if you're in possession of the title, man, you one bad motherfucker. And I got it in my bag right now.
He is one bad mother effer. I will say that right now on TB2. This was a great event, great show, great energy. I really enjoyed it. You had a wonderful match. Any last words for the people?
Nah, man, just keep growing this shit. Not just for what we doing, but for all wrestling across the state. Just keep growing. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, K Toomer. Thank you, man. On my way home back to the homestead, got done with the Masters of the Ring event run by K Toomer down in LittleRock. It was a great event. Got to meet up with Mike Anthony. Got to talk with Toomer there for a little bit. You know, see some new people that I hadn't got to see in action in person before. So got some new names maybe coming to the TB2 podcast. Got some new interviews right around the corner. So y'all stay tuned for sure. But all in all, it was a good show. The environment was good. Not a lot of people in there, but I guess more than from what I heard, more than last year. Last year, I guess the show started with more people and then dropped down to like 5 by the end of the second match. So didn't stick around, but the card was strong tonight. Had people stick around. It was a wonderful. AC was on in the building because it was hot outside. It was in the 90s, but it felt wonderful in the building. So that was great for the wrestlers. Great for the fans too. They got to sit in there and watch the wrestling. All in all, I didn't get to watch much of the weightlifting competition. I was on the other side. We stayed kind of to the wrestling side of the event, and then watched the event for a couple hours, talked to some wrestlers, and dipped out. So yeah, it was all in all, it was a good experience. I'm glad that we got to talk to Toomer. I'm glad Toomer had for the most part, a successful event. Everybody that was working with him, everybody that we talked to, seemed to appreciate the opportunity to work for Toomer and said they really enjoyed it. So that's good to hear. I was joined, B-U-R-R-R, the Burr. I was joined with B-I-L-L-Y, Billy, TB2 super fan. He was holding the camera for TB2 today. Got to see a wrestling show live. It's been a while since he got to see one. Last time was Raw. We kind of talked about it earlier in the day. It was a Raw show in Memphis. Billy, how was your experience? How was the show?
That was great, man. It was a lot more than I expected. Even this, Dre put on a great show. Mike put on a great show as usual. I mean, it was wonderful getting to meet them and seeing the camaraderie backstage. It's like you see so much in the ring, and then it's just like there's not an ego to be found backstage. It was really a blessing, and it was really great to see.
Yeah, it seems like Toomer may run that type of ship where he doesn't want to have somebody on the card that's going to have an ego. He wants to have somebody that's, going to be easy to work with and do whatever needs to be done on the card. Got to see the Modern Day Monsters work. Morrow won a Battle Royal today. That was pretty cool. Mike had a successful match against Avion. Avion, right? That was a good. That was that was a good showing. Enjoyed that. Toomer had a good match with what was his name? The one that you liked?
Right.
Yeah, Dre. Um, so that was a good match. All in all, it was a good show, and we got to do a little a little work backstage. Got to shake some hands and kiss some babies. Billy, what did you think about going and experiencing the backstage experience of this show?
Oh, it was great, man. You got to actually talk to the guys and meet them and get their account, listen to them recount the what had happened and the oh, I should have done this and then or the that was really close or I really thought that was funny. It just it was just real fun.
Yeah, it's cool seeing that side of the ring work because you see it all on screen, you see it all in front of you, but you never know. And there's some spots where it's obvious when people have maybe messed something up, but there's also some times where you would never know somebody messed some up unless you were part of the match. And sometimes you are involved with those conversations post match backstage.
Right.
Where you as a fan you can give your opinion. Hey man, this looked good. Oh no, that looked rough. I seen that you may have kind of botched that a little bit, or I don't like the word botch, but you may have messed up on that spot there, or even took a bad fall. Hey man, are you good? You all right? So yeah, but I like seeing the backstage side of it. Spending time with the guys, shaking hands, and just kind of talking the business, a little bit of the back, of the show in general in itself, as well as the what the guys are just going on in their career. A lot of these guys are younger, a lot of these guys are hungry, and they're just soaking up all the information that they can, and you kind of see that back there too. So that's kind of cool. Billy, tell them what it's like riding. This is the third episode. It's a ride with TB2. Tell them what it's like to ride with TB2.
It's an experience. It took us a minute to find the place. We went through some sketchy blocks, in LittleRock. It's not hard to find, but we made it there. It's been a successful trip, even though we're not quite home yet.
We'll get there. We'll get there. LittleRock is another one of those towns, and I've brought it up before, talking about Memphis. LittleRock's not a bad. It probably gets a bad rep. Honestly, it probably gets a bad rep on the news. It's one of those things where everything that's negative is what gets thrown out there and whatnot. It's another one of those cities where don't be in certain places at certain times. Don't go down certain neighborhoods or down certain alleyways after 10 o'clock at night. Like, let's just be cautious. Let's be aware of our surroundings. All in all, the area we were in, I was never worried about anything. It's where the state fair. I've never been down to that area where the state fair's, at the fairgrounds down there in LittleRock. So now I know when the state fair does come, it's going to be really easy to get to.
It's not hard.
Really easy to get to. So that's good to know. All in all, this is my first show from all these promotions. TB2 ranks things out of 5. I'm going to give the overall experience a 4. The matches were pretty strong. Nothing crazy, but sitting backstage and talking to the people, that experience always raises the experience personally for me up. Billy, if you could rank it out of 5, what would you say your experience was today for this show?
Oh, of course, I'd have to go 5. It's my first indie show, so it's. I'd have to, of course, give it a 5.
Billy gives it a 5. Billy loves it. 5 out of 5. Well, I guess that's the last thing that we can do here. We've ranked it. It was a great show. Next one that comes around, I will be pushing it out on TB2. I'll push it on my personal page. Make sure you guys are following so you guys can check it out because it was a great experience. Billy loved it, gave it a 5 out of 5. So yeah, in the meantime, I am the Bird. You can spell it B-U-R-R-R-R. This is TB2 Superfan Billy, B-I-L-L-Y. And we are out.